Hi, and welcome to the Virtual Higher Hand live blog. My name is Tiffany Parson, and my co host is.
Ashioma Isu.
And we're back. If this is your first time watching us, we talk about all things social media, repurposing, and webinar support. Today, we are talking about Meta. And when we talk about Meta is both Facebook and Instagram. So this update is related to that. They are testing. Whenever they're testing, this means there is a select group. So you may not see this just yet. It's a select group of content creators. They're testing series where you can have episodic reels on Instagram and Facebook. TikTok has something similar. So if you're familiar with seeing the series on TikTok, this is basically very much that. You know how they copy each other. So this is very much that. So you can have a series of videos all together, and it would be at the top of your profile. They'll be able to click on it. It'll have its own page. This is an exciting update, especially if you're a podcaster, you do tutorials. What are your thoughts?
It is an exciting update because creators can actually group related reels into one series. The series will have its own section on the creator's profile, so viewers can quickly move from one episode to the next. And older reels can also be added to a series, not just new ones. Yeah.
Really good that old ones can get added to it as well.
Yeah.
You can even, now this, tell me what this reminds you of. The fact that you can save to watch later or you can stay up to date. What does that remind you of? As soon as I read it, it reminded me of YouTube. Like, okay, YouTube feature. You can save it to watch later. That's definitely a YouTube. We haven't been seeing that on Instagram and Facebook. We can save, and you just have to remember on your own to go back to what you saved. But this is a great thing that people can save and watch later, and that it's going to keep your place. So if as a creator you're creating longer videos, you don't have to worry about, will people stick around to watch this on Facebook or Instagram? Now you know they will if you put it in this like an episodic reel, because they'll be able to come back to where they left off because it will save their place. That's exciting. I thought about how we repurpose webinars to where you could almost have maybe not necessarily the whole webinar in a series, but the important points in the series. Those creators that haven't done a podcast, maybe you want to have a shorter form of a podcast, like less than 10 minutes. Yeah. This is just an idea that I thought of. Of course, the whole back in the day on where people were first doing webisodes, where it'd be like a show, but it's just on YouTube. Now that could play into Instagram and Facebook because now things are put together. Yeah. Of course, for tutorials, challenges, things like that. Because one of the frustrating things for your viewers is if you say, this is part one, come back for part two. Now they have to remember who you are, where part two is, and all this. But if you have it in this series, they don't have to remember, but just to come back.
Yeah. And for repurposing, you can have one long video training or podcast, and again, can be broken into several short reels.
Yes.
Turned into a series. Instead of posting random clips, you can create a step-by-step content journey, right? For example, episode 1 is the problem you're highlighting. Episode 2 is the solution to the problem.
Yes.
Episode 3 can be like the tips, on and on like that. Or like episode 4 can be case study. And I guess episode 5 would be call to action, something like that.
Yes, I like it a lot. Yeah, this is exciting. We're curious to know how you plan to use this, or if you plan to use this at all. If you have been uploading reels already, how could you organize what you currently have and put it into a series? I know if you have been posting reels, they're probably all, you may have gone one angle, this particular post, another angle, another post. And if things are organized in the series, that's going to help your viewership go up, engagement go up, comments go up. If that's something that you would like for us to take a look at, you're like, I just don't have time, but I have a lot of information that's out there. I'd like to get it organized and orderly. We need to set up a call so we can discuss how we can help you in getting that into a series. And it's both for Instagram and Facebook. So you can have these series for both your Instagram and Facebook. It's not often we get an update on Meta where it applies to both Facebook and Instagram at the same time. Usually one will do it first and then they'll add it to the other. So this is good. This is good. Again, right now they are testing it with creators who are already creating a series. And you may be wondering, how, if they just came out with this feature, how are they choosing creators that are creating a series? You know, a content creator that has created a series because they say this is part 1, this is part 2. It's in the title, it's in the caption. So it's clear that, oh, this is a series. They may even say in the video, this is part 1, this is part 2. Now you know it's a series. What came to mind, knowing that this is how they choose who they want to test, is that they want to beta testing with creators that are creating. Yeah. So if you are coming up with a concept that may not exist. Like right now, series, that's not a thing. We can't put them in an orderly fashion like you can on TikTok. But your workaround would be, okay, this is my video part 1, this is my video part 2. So in other words, you're creating something that's not already there. And now Meta's, oh, people are creating series, so let's get this feature for them. And we're going to reach out to the people who are already doing this in their own way, so they can test out this functionality for us. Every time it seems when any of the social media platforms come out with something new that's not to the general audience, it's just select group. It's usually people who are active already, who are doing the thing already, who are utilizing their tools already. So when these new features come out, it's important that we use them so that we can be at the front of the line when more of the features come out, when new things come out. I can remember hearing years ago this tip that whatever features they come out with, they're going to promote their own thing. Like when this comes out to everybody, the series, let's use it. Because guess what Instagram and Facebook are going to do, or Meta? They're going to push the series, right? Because it's a new feature. They want people to use it. So they push the people that are using it, meaning I think, and this is my personal opinion, that as far as the algorithm goes, those who are using their new features get pushed because they want this feature to work. They want to see how it's working, how people engage with it. Was it worth all the updates? So they're going to push it. If you're not using it, why would they push and promote your own where you're saying I'm in part 1, part 2 when you don't put it in the series? I hope I'm making sense. Basically, use the tools that they create that are new. Be a part of the testing. Right? Even after it comes out to the general audience, you know, everybody's not going to use it. It's always going to be the 80-20 rule. 20% of people are going to use it. 80% are just going to be engaging with it. So be a part of this percent, use the new tools, and that way we can be on the forefront of whatever the next thing they come out with, because we want to be a part of this group so we can see what it is. Any final thoughts?
Use this new feature. Then we push your content and you stay in the forefront.
Your content out there on the forefront. Use the new stuff. All right. We want to hear about how you're using it. Post in the comments below. If you're on Facebook, we want to hear from you. And while you're there sharing how you're using it, be sure that you hit the follow button on Facebook. And if you're on YouTube, if that is your preferred place, be sure to hit the subscribe button as you are leaving us your comment. Let us know, yes, I'm using it. No, I'm not. Whichever way it goes, either way, hit the subscribe button so you can be updated the next time we post. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch today. You have a wonderful, fantastic day.